If you were injured in an ATV accident around Sparta, chances are the first thing you heard was this: there may not be any insurance. And suddenly you're sitting there with medical bills, maybe a broken arm, a concussion, or worse, and nobody seems responsible. ATV crashes are very different from car accidents. There's often no seat belts, no airbags, and no steel frame protecting you. And when something goes wrong, the injuries can be very severe. But what many riders in Wisconsin don't realize is this: even if the ATV itself wasn't insured, there may still be ways to recover compensation. That's where understanding how ATV accident cases actually work in Wisconsin becomes critical. ATV accident cases can be complicated for one big reason: figuring out who is legally responsible. Unlike a typical car crash, ATV accidents often happen on private farmland or hunting land or rural trails, public recreation property, or maybe even on town roads where ATVs are allowed. Each of those situations raises different legal questions. For example, if the crash happened on someone else's property, the landowner may be responsible if unsafe conditions caused the accident. If another rider caused the crash, their insurance or maybe even your own policies may apply. And sometimes we discover the accident involves something else entirely, like a defective ATV or improper maintenance, maybe a dangerous trail condition, or even farm equipment or trucks sharing rural roads. These are the kinds of cases I spent the last 20 years investigating across Wisconsin. My practice focuses heavily on farm accidents, truck accidents, and heavy equipment injuries. So I'm very familiar with how these crashes happen in rural areas around places like Sparta, Monroe County, and throughout western Wisconsin. When we investigate an ATV crash, we look closely at things like property ownership, insurance coverage that may apply, accident reconstruction, medical records, and long-term injury impacts. Because the injuries in ATV crashes are often serious. We commonly see things like broken bones, head and brain injuries, spinal cord damage, internal organ injuries, and those injuries can affect your ability to work, farm, or provide for your family. If you or someone in your family was injured in an ATV accident around Sparta or anywhere in western Wisconsin, the most important thing you can do is get clear answers about your options. ATV accident claims can be complicated, but they're not impossible. My team and I can investigate what happened, identify who may be responsible, and help you understand the path toward fair compensation. Just contact my office at the number on the screen to schedule a free consultation, and we'll help you figure out the next steps on your road to recovery.